Anyone who knows me knows that my day always starts off with a coffee. On this particular day, I got a Timmy's because I love Timmy's, it's a problem. For breakfast, I'm making banana pancakes. This is a recipe I found online that I'll link below that's specifically for one serving, which I find really helpful because then it means I'm not making unnecessary pancakes. Although, is there such thing? I'm not sure. The only variation I made to this recipe though was that I used spelt flour and only like a quarter of a cup of spelt flour and some cinnamon. Then I'm just adding a little bit of coconut oil to my pan so that there's no sticking action happening, and that is pretty much it. It's a really simple recipe. It will be linked below. Highly recommend you try it out. Adding some strawberries because they're finally back in season and it makes me so happy. And would I be Canadian if I didn't put on some Canadian maple syrup on my pancakes? I think not. But these are super delicious and pretty much a go-to lately. Let's dive into some pasta action. Let me tell you, I was never a pasta fan, but once I discovered this rice quinoa pasta, suddenly I can't get enough of pasta and I don't know what's going on with me. So, going to chop some onions, also some red peppers because I need some flavor with my pasta dishes. This is also one of those dishes where I like to add spinach to because I find it's really super easy to get your greens in there. And then while the pasta is cooking, I'm just making a homemade dressing with olive oil, white wine vinegar, salt, pepper, the usual things that people make dressings with. I also like to add garlic powder and Dijon mustard. Garlic powder is one of my favorite things in the whole world. I discovered it a few months ago and hello, my life has never been the same again. And then in the last 4 minutes of cooking time, I also usually add some corn, broccoli, any frozen veggies that I have sitting in my freezer. It's time for some draining, and this is great. I do it over the spinach so that the spinach heats up a bit, and then I add my peppers and onions so that it gets a little warm and all the flavors mesh together. I'm not sure if things mesh in cooking. That doesn't sound like a very cooking technical term, but we'll go with it. Adding my dressing, taking a bite, and what do you know? Surprise, surprise, I quite enjoy it. It's dinner time, and I don't know about you, but I'm excited because it involves potatoes. These are some mini potatoes that I have been picking up lately because they cook so easily in the oven. I cut them in half, put them in a Ziploc bag, and I actually do all my seasoning in there. I like to add paprika, garlic powder, of course, some chili flakes, emphasis on the some, more like a few. I don't react to spice very well. Some pepper, some salt, and the teensiest bit of olive oil. Now the fun part where you get to shake the bag together. I mean, you technically could do this in a bowl and just stir everything up, but this is a lot more fun, and I think you'd agree. And then I just put the potatoes on a pan, making sure I give each potato their own individual space. And I get started on the side dish, which consists of chickpeas, red onion, and some quinoa. Mix that all together, add a little bit of olive oil and lemon juice, and you're good to go. And then once the potatoes are done, you got a dish. That's delish. Look at what I did there. If I have a day that I'm particularly hungry, I'll make a green smoothie that consists of bananas, strawberries, other frozen fruit, lots of spinach, and some water. Mix it all up in my NutriBullet, and bada boom, bada bing, you got a green smoothie that looks very, very green. If I'm ever in the need for a snack, I go for these Mary's organic crackers with hummus. I love the spicy flavor, but I got this roasted red pepper flavor, which is good too. And then I'd be lying if I didn't say that oftentimes, I end the day with little Ben & Jerry's half-baked. It's amazing. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of what I eat in a day. I'm gonna go have a scoop or 2 or 3 of Ben & Jerry's half-baked ice cream because, you know, I could use some fudge and some cookie dough mixed with vanilla and chocolate in my life. Yeah, that sounds actually amazing. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone!